Alright, we're still working our way through the lab. We finished the testing ground. Read some interesting notes about how they'd the psychodrama going on between employees, and we're still working our way through. I think we completed a number of things so far. We've got all of the electronic filings. We got one more dialogue between dead men, and we're still working on our investigation. And we're working our way through the testing lab.
I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all.
Yeah, a lot of corpses. A lot of corporate corpses around here. Wow, we got a helmet off of him, but yet no head. Alright. That's funny. He had no head, but somehow he concealed the helmet. Pick up energy canister. Alright. Heavy ammo. Whoa! Man, even more. This must be the, test subject processing center. You know, for when they're dead. Alright, we can go that route. What's the other room? There's another door. Barred. Alright, well that answers that. We can't go that way. Let's continue on down the line. What are we gonna find? Another big room. So is this the body processing center? I.e. crematorium? He didn't make it.
I don't want to see no more. I can't take this.
Why? Why? Who does this? What kind of monsters ran this place?
You know, I'd been assuming this entire stay on your ship thing isn't a permanent arrangement. Part of my contract? That said, you ain't been eaten or shot to death yet. Says a lot about the stability of your future. And to be honest, I'm about sick of sleeping on bar stools. So how's about this? You keep letting me stay on that ship of yours, and I'll keep shooting at the things you point at.
Yep, let's go with that.
Outstanding.
Alright. I was hoping that there'd be something about Gorgon on her mind. Let's see about Pavarti here.
Something you need?
What are your thoughts on Gorgon?
How many places just like Gorgon do you think Spacer's Choice has got? Aren't he Cleo's? Gets my guts in a twist just thinking about it.
You poked around the Unreliable. Ever find any recordings of Lucy Montoya? Yeah. There gotta be something in there.
Not a word. And I've been sticking my nose in every one of our stately ladies' crannies, stem to stern. Oh, law. That sounds untoward, don't it? That ain't what I meant. Point is, Captain, Mr. Hawthorne left all kinds of scribblings behind panels and under consoles, but ain't a lick of it mentioned Mr. Lucky. So whatever they got up to in the past must have been really extra secret. And lots of fun.
Alright, let me know if you find anything.
Sure thing, Captain.
Guess Edgewater's been weighing on you. How are you feeling about this job right now?
The stuff we saw in that chem lab really got my brain spinning, Captain. Folks there, they were like a family. Living and working together to change the colony. But the thing they made hurt people. Made marauders of them. Do you think they knew it would happen, Captain?
Are you asking me if I think they knew they meant to hurt people? Some of them had to suspect whatever they were doing, it was the orders of a higher up. Yeah, some of them had to suspect.
Well, you'd think so, right? All them smart folks. I guess I'm just wondering what's worse. If they hurt folks on accident, or if they did it on purpose. The result's the same, but knowing how they got there matters. Elsewise, how do we stop the corpse from doing it again?
Good talk. Alright, so she's not got a lot for me to work with. Alright, we got another corporate interface. Oh, crap, there's another door. Where are we at on the map? Well, there's not much left of this area. Not a lot here. Gorgon Spacious Church property messages. Thank you, friendly reminder. Incoming message! Displaying incoming messages. A lot of menus. I don't want to play anymore. Just do your job, okay? Well, that didn't. Outgoing message. Alright, my 10 bits are on 52F. I know what you're thinking. He's so skinny. That's gotta be bad odds. But I'm gambling on the man, Victoria. I've got an eye for this. They're gambling on it? No, I'm not talking about the subject, Vicky. I'm talking about the numbers. I've been keeping track of how many bodies we process every day and every week, and the number of fatalities, but never too much. 1 in 3, and 2 in 5, and 1 in 1 and 2, and then 10. Just look at the chart I left on your desk. You can see for yourself there's a pattern. You see it, right? They're just tracking the dead? Alright, that's an elevator up. We're not ready for that yet. Let's check out that other room. I think there's supposed to be. Looks like there might be another one of our crazed individuals over there. Oh, well, this is that barge section. Oh, wait, is that just the exit? Hold on. The map doesn't tell me anything. Alright, well, that doesn't get us there anyways. Alright, let's go check out the elevator. The elevator. We will find scary guy. Again, back to the standard elevator. Just never happened. Well, the answer to that's right over our heads.
This is sick. I can't bear it any longer.
Oh, I hope so. I can finally put a bullet in this asshole once and for all.
Yeah, I couldn't hear what he was saying, but thank God I could read it. Funeral expense receipt. This notice is to acknowledge payment in full of all funeral expenses pertaining to Henry Blakesley. Enclosed, you will find an invoice for receipts, handling and delivery fees, as well as witness statements as to exemplary loveliness of the eulogy. Spacer's Choice offers condolences and as well as its congratulations for your unflogged work ethic. Holy moly. I need more liquor. This story gets more and more depressing every day. I'm just happy it's not actually a real story. It's just a story. Think of this with real life, folks. This would have been a nightmare. People actually trying to survive this crazed heckle with a drug that totally alters your mind. That reminds me of cocaine, actually. Taste the freedom. Now extra added artificial ingredients at no extra cost. Spacer's Choice salt tuna. Yeah, I'm making that. Admin functions. Override synthesized manufacturing center lockdown. Alright, we can now override lockdown. Alert! Executive lockdown has been overridden. Yeah, that's the idea. Messages. Incoming messages. Displaying incoming messages. More messages! More stories from these guys. Martin, it's been 3 weeks. Where the fuck are the reports from HIA? Deliver them to me by the end of the day, or deliver me your letter of resignation. I am done asking. In the future, you will send me bi-weekly reports on HIA status, assuming you still work there. These reports will include an inventory of test subjects, which versions of the Gorgon compound they have been administered, how frequently those administrations have occurred, and who has been administering them. To these reports, you will be appended a mortality record. This record will include an accounting of the burn down rate of our current stock of volunteers, compound amples, in addition to the thorough analysis of their injuries. I want to see charts, Mira. Big fucking charts with a lot of precious little numbers. And before you ask, bi-weekly means twice a week. Don't pretend you don't know what I mean. Oli. From Ambrose to Blakeside. Martin, personalize and forward the following notes to the families of the deceased volunteers. Take carbon copies and send them to Lucius, as usual, at the usual address. Make certain he gets every single one. Dear name. It is with regret that I write to inform you of the death of your relation. They died peacefully attending by their fellows. Please accept our sympathies in this difficult times. Though it may offer you little comfort, know that your relation died in service of a better, more productive halcyon. In accordance with the agreement, named signed with Tortoise Corrections, a division of United Defense Logistics, in their term of incarceration is now considered complete. Yeah, that didn't sound all that heartfelt. Oh boy. Good fellow. Yes, many of the subjects still exhibit increasing energy levels and compliance. The same euphoria response. But they have inevitably crashed. Testing clearly suggests that the compound X has extreme and irreversible effects when administered repeatedly over a long period of time. Several volunteers in the old SC Spacer's Choice O2 group are barely verbal. When they do speak, they beg for more of the compound. I'm finding it hard to shine that up for you, Lucius, so you'll beg for more. Don't you dare use that. If we could dilute the compound, or even ease out the schedule, we mitigate some of the addictive effects. Weaning some of the earlier test subjects off the compound might buy time until the chem refines the formula. Alright, so somebody's trying to do something. Morally, I need to compile some of the test results from the past month. Pull a subject from the report we found in OCI if you like, so long as they're charts. Make sure the worst of the mortality reports are up front, will ya? Disabling archive menu. Wait a minute. I didn't think I was done with outgoing menus. I'm not. Gosh darn it. At the behest of the Office of Creative Incubation, we are applying varying amounts of unknown solutions to such subjects that are already mid-treatment. What organizational scheme do you imagine would miraculously result scientific rigor to this process? Stick to the current system. These guys are insane. Pick out 2 of the deceased test subjects. Whip up a condolence letter. Something, what is that, serene and noble? Feel free to vent next of kin if there are none on record. Use cheap paper. Leave the letters on my desk. I'll dispose of them shortly. What are these people doing? Archived message. From Blakely to Bancroft. Lucis, I'm leaving this message to inform you of my resignation from the position of testing supervisor at Spacer's Choice Pharmaceuticals, effective immediately. I won't be returning to headquarters. Wouldn't bother chasing that tracking signal unless you want to give the boys and girls in human resources some exercise. I warned you once. Don't try and find me. Huh. Well, we saw his exit plan. Not that it was all that good.
I knew this place wasn't going to be some pleasant seaside stroll, Captain, but I don't know how I can live with what we've seen here.
That's Halcyon for you. What did you expect? They must have had reason for this. No, I'm just glad to be out of here. What they did here is inexcusable.
Not just inexcusable. Evil. This was just wrong. They knew. They knew what Adrena Time would do. Fuck, Captain. Marauders are half the reason Monarch's gone to shit.
You know, somehow this doesn't surprise me.
Well, maybe it ought to. What's the colony come to when the horrors we've just witnessed fall under just another day in Halcyon?
Maybe Miss Ambrose can help fix things once she's cleared her family name. She could hold the board's feet to the fire. Make them pay.
Let's get back to finding the journal. She better be paying a lot. Let's go. No. Only one way to find out where this leads. Come on. Let's get back to finding the journal. Shock and awe. 265. Ooh, I'm giving that to somebody. Hold on. I gave it to Nokia. That's gonna look good in her hands. Oh, look! Another recording.
Yeah, there you are. Is this... It's off, right? I don't understand these contraptions.
Dr. Blakesley, ma'am, I've come to say that it's time. I'm gonna do it.
Do what?
I'm gonna try for one of the shuttles.
You little shit. You've lost your mind.
If I can just make it to the landing pad, I'll be free.
Be reasonable, Morley. The project is almost over. We'll be out of here by October.
Ma'am, it's January. You're recording, by the way.
Damn it!
Oh, a pad. Broken data pad. Our first test group should be here in just a few hours. I suppose I should be catching up on sleep, but it's far more important to make the occasion. I really think we can achieve something here. Every citizen of Halcyon wants to be of use deep down. If this compound can restore industry and work ethics even to outlaws and miscreants, we won't need places like Tortoise anymore. Dissidents will be things of the past. Chem has sent over the first shipments of this mystery drug, and the testing chambers are operational. Once we've proven out our methods, it will be that much easier to convince OCI to invest in a better equipment. The rest of it's inaudible. Thank you. Oh, this is incoming messages. Man, there's a lot of writing in here. This isn't about a few volunteers, Morley. Most of the test group, Spacer's Choice 22A, have already gone. Subject 17 is nonverbal. We had some luck using small amount of compound to coax him out of the testing room. To be honest, some of the staff are starting to worry me. It's not just like ghouls in disposal either. Weaver's convinced that the compound's getting into the ventilation system somehow. I've got her scrubbing her hands raw at the wash station. I've even tried reciting our safety protocols to her, but it doesn't seem to help. I'm starting to think she might not be wrong. Morley. Pick out 2 deceased test subjects, whip them up with condolences. We already read that. Make sure it's on cheap paper. Outgoing messages. This notice is to inform all Halcyon staff testing of subjects is no longer Spacer's Choice. Pharmaceuticals employee effective immediately. As a valued member of Spacer's Choice family, I trust that you all pull together and shoulder Mr. Rune's responsibilities in his place. That's cold. Dr. Blakesley, the missing test subject has been found and apprehended. Apparently, he got into the testing department where he remained. I'm afraid nobody's noticed for several hours. Hennessy has him doing paperwork. I think it's clear from this point that subject SE44B-12 didn't get out on his own. As far as we can tell, he didn't have much of an escape plan. The door was simply unlocked for a short period of time during the night. In the meantime, I made it clear that security forces are that no further breaches will be tolerated. That didn't leave me much. Yeah, that's all the outgoing messages. Archive messages. Delete this. Clarence, the latest results are in. As you hoped, you'll find that violent cases now account for smaller overall percentage of the test pool. I expect that will change in about 2 or 3 weeks, so you had better get that report out to good fellas in a hurry. In the meantime, doing all of the test subjects means that HIA is now in the business of generating aggressive psychotics. So, if you could take 2 minutes out of your fundamentally pointless excuse to somehow make it clear to Mr. Goodfellow that I need an update on those resources, I request it. As well as the matter of additional security, increased oversight at Chem, or any kind of explanation for the what the fuck. Alright. I don't know, let's see. Oh, I can't see the deleted message. Alright, well, that's fine.